everyone, it's Kelly again, and today I wanted to show you what I know I showed in a previous video, some things I picked up on a haul, and I wanted to show you one of the projects that I had in mind with some of those things. And this one involves material. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a quilted Christmas tree ornament. And the things I'm going to need for this is 3 different types of material. And since I'm using a 4-inch styrofoam ball, I'm going to cut these into 4 by 4 inches. Now, if you're going to use a 3-inch ball, you would, of course, use a 3-inch, a 3 by 3 piece of material. But you'll need like I said, 3 different types of material, and you'll need 2 piles of course they're all going to be 4 by 4s, but 2 piles you'll need 16 pieces each, and then 1 pile you'll just need 8. And so along with that and a styrofoam ball, which is 4 by 4. We'll need some dressmaker stick pins. So I've got a box of those. You'll need plenty of those. And then when we get finished with this part, we'll need another strip of material, but I'll show you that when we get further down the road with that. So what I want to do is show you how I put this together. Alright, you want to start with your pile of material that you have, the 8 pieces. We'll put these to the side. They're the 2 piles that have 16 in each pile. So I'll put those to the side, and we'll work on these first. And so what you're going to do is you're going to stick a pin right in the center of this, on the wrong side of the material, but to find that center, you can fold it in half and then fold it again. And if you pinch down that corner, that's going to show you the center of the piece of material. So when you open it up on the wrong side, or either side, it's going to show you where that center is. And so on the wrong side of the material, you're going to take a pin and put it straight down the middle. Alright, and then what you're going to do after that, you're going to stick it into your styrofoam ball, and it doesn't matter where you start. So you just stick it in all the way down into the styrofoam. Then what you're going to do is you're going to fold the piece of material over, and then you will fold it again into like a triangle. Okay, and then you'll fold this side down too. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to stick a pin right there in the middle. So that's what we'll do there. Okay, and then we'll pin each corner down. So we'll do that next. Stick a pin there, and then a pin over on this side. Okay, and then the next thing you're going to do, you're going to take another piece of that same material, and we'll find the center on that. So we're going to fold it in half, and then fold it in half again. Okay, and find that corner, kind of pinch it down, and then we'll open it up to the wrong side, and we will put that pin right there in that middle. Okay, and then we'll take that piece and we'll turn the ball to the other side, and we'll put that pin in the same place or right next to that pin we already have in there. It's right there. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing over on this side. We're going to fold it down, and then we'll fold that down and do the same thing. We're going to put another pin here at the bottom, Okay, whoops. Let me get that again. Fold it down. And there. Okay, and then pin that down so it catches both. Okay, and then again pin each of these corners down. There and there. Okay, now we're going to do this area and then that area the same way. So I just have this little glass thing to hold it up so you can see, but you don't have to have that. I just wanted to use that as kind of like a stand so it doesn't roll away. And we'll fold it in half and half again, pinch that little corner, and open it back up to the wrong side. Okay, put it right there in the middle. Ouch. Stick it right down in that where the other two meet. Okay, all right, and then we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to fold that down. Oops. And then fold that one down. And then pin that right there in the middle. Make sure you catch all the material. Okay, and then we're going to pin these down. Well, and it's okay if it kind of overlaps it a little bit. All that's going to be hidden. Stick that in. Okay, and pin that down. Okay, and then we'll do this side. Same thing. I'm going to fold it in half. Find my center. Open it up to the wrong side. Get my pin. Stick that in. Okay. Put it in center with the others. Straight down. Fold it in half. Okay. And then do this side. Get a pin and catch both corners. And then we'll pin these down. Grab some more out here. And this end. Okay, so what you're going to end up with that. Okay. Now we're going to move on to our next color. You'll choose your next material that you want to use, and I'm going to use this. So what I want to do is I want to do the same thing. I'm going to fold it and then fold it again. Okay. Find that center, open it up to the wrong side. Put my pin in that middle. And then what you're going to do is you'll go back to where you started, and you'll go down just a little ways, probably about that far. whoops, I'm sorry, about that far, and stick it right there in the middle where you brought the two sides together. Stick that straight in, okay? And then we're going to do the same thing. You'll fold it down. Bring that down, and then bring that down. And then each corner. And this corner. Okay, and then we'll come around across from it. Let me put that to the side, and we'll find our center. Oops, I didn't find my center going this way. Okay. All right. Found my center now. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Go about the same distance down. Oops. Go straight in. Down and down. Oops. Grab some more pins. Take those corners down. Okay. Then what we're going to do this. We'll go over to this and do the same thing with the same type of material. Fold and fold. Get that center. Move up to the wrong side. Get my center. Go about the same distance down. Okay. And we're going to fold it down. There and there. Catch both of my oops. Okay, so well, let me get this side and then I'll be right back. Let me get that side on. Okay, so when you get this far, you should have what looks like an X on there. Okay, now what we're going to do next is we are going to use the same material and we're going to go in between each one of these. So let me show you what I mean by that. It's the same process, but let me show you. Go down this center, and then you're just going to go right in here. Okay, and do the same process. Fold in half. Pull that side down. Pull that side down. Pin. And if you have a thimble, you may want to use that, especially once you start getting more and more material in, because it can be kind of tough on your fingers. So we'll pull that straight down. Okay. And then I'll go over here to the opposite side, get the same material, fold and fold. Okay. Get my pen, stick it in the, and go about the same distance down. Fold. Okay, and pin. Pin. And pin. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do the same thing to these two sides, and then I'll come back. Okay, y'all. So once you get all that finished, it should look like this. It looks like there's a star in the middle. So that's what it should look like. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to start with your next layer of material and your next color. And so I'm going to use this darker red color for my next layer. And so let me get some more pins here. What we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to start, oops, let me find my center. Okay. Find my center and then stick my pin in the wrong side of the material. Okay. And we're going to start it, let me get my pin ready. Okay, we're going to start it on the inner, on this layer here. We're going to start on the inner layer of this color. So we'll start on this one here, and we'll go down just a little ways and put our pin in and do the exact same thing. And of course then we'll go to this one and then do exactly like we did the previous layer, and we'll come back. I'll come back once we get that all done. Hi all. Okay, I've gotten this far, and I wanted to show you how it looks. It looks like there's a star inside of a star inside of a star. And so I've gotten this far, and what you're going to do, see, of course you'll have your other half of your ball, it has nothing on it. So what you're going to do is you're going to do exactly the same thing you did here on this side, starting from this side, and you're going to just try to figure out where about the other end would be, and that's where you're going to start that. You'll do your same materials as you did on this side. You'll start with, you know, that material there, and then but you'll do the exact same thing. So let me come back as soon as I get mine done on this side, and then we'll finish it up. All right, thank you. All right, now I just wanted to finish this up with you, and as you can see here, I've got both of my sides done. Let me put you a little bit over here into the light. Okay, as you can see here, I have both sides done, and all we need to do now is to cover up this middle section that goes around the diameter of your ornament. So there's a couple of different things you could do. You could take like a ribbon. Now here I've got a white ribbon, and I liked it pretty well. except that I don't really have too much white. These are more of an off-white color, so it would look okay, but I just, I don't know. I just didn't think, since this wasn't a real white, I didn't think that went really well. You could go with a gold ribbon, which I thought looked really pretty, and I would have done that, except for it wasn't wide enough, and I didn't have wide enough to cover everything on here, but that would have been really pretty. So I didn't go with that. I had this other ribbon that was Christmassy. I also loved it, of course, same thing. It wasn't wide enough to cover everything. The next thing you could do is take a piece of the material, and what I did is I used this material, the lighter color material, and what I did is I folded it 3 times and I ironed it flat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure my glue gun is warmed up. Yeah. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it around to cover everything. So that's what I'm going to do. So let me do that. Okay. And whoops. Well, there we go. Okay. And then every so often I'll put a little bit more glue just to hold it down really well. Okay. And just keep going all the way around. These would be really pretty as a kind of a gift for somebody to hang on their tree. Okay. Almost back at my point where I started. Okay, let me cut this. Well, I'm going to fold that down, but I still want to cut off that frayed end so it doesn't show through, but I'm still going to fold it over. Let me go ahead and put a little glue on here so be careful of your hot glue. I've burnt myself many a time. Okay. Can glue that down, and then I'm going to just fold this, and then I will glue this down. Good. Okay. All right. So here's your finished ball. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little ribbon to it for like a holder, and I decided to use some of this that has little like love piece, and I'm going to make a hanger out of this. So what I'm going to do is, since that's kind of going to be my bottom, I'm just going to kind of go under here, put a little glue. I might have done this, should have done this before I put my ribbon, my material around it, but it'll be okay. Okay. Whoops, I did that upside down. Let's try that again. Okay. Stick that in there, and I'm going to use this to kind of take it down in there further so the glue catches it. Okay, and then I will go to this side, put a little glue in there. That might have been a little bit too much, but we'll get that cleaned up. And then stick that in there with my little tool here. I would have done that before I glued the material down, but I'll know better next time. So here's your ornament. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in my next video. You have a great rest of the day, and thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. You're all so sweet. You don't know what it means to me that you watch my videos, because I love making them so much. I will see you in my next video.